an awesome team of Canadian trainers and conservationists. We have Amanda, Jessica, Aaron, and then over here next to me is Corey. And for those of you who have seen our show before, you know that we work with just about 100 macaws. And these birds have the coolest job ever. They can go wherever they want. So we open up their huge aviary door, and they know that if they come out here and land on the roots of the tree of life with us, that they're going to be getting some of their favorite treats. And that's how we train these birds, using positive reinforcement. Obviously, we don't speak their language, they don't speak ours, but we do know what they like to eat, and that usually comes in the form of a nutshell. But obviously there's no birds here yet, so that just means that the best part of winged encounters hasn't even happened yet. So come on over and hang out with us. You're gonna wanna have your phones and cameras up, because you're not gonna wanna miss what's coming up next. Now, as I mentioned before, we work with just about 100 macaws. We actually work with 8 different species of macaw, and one species in particular is really special to us. They're called the blue-throated macaw. And in the country of Bolivia, where they're native to, there are fewer than 400 blue-throated macaws left. That's it. And out of those 400 blue-throated macaws, only 50 of them are nesting pairs. But it's not all bad news, because we partnered with an organization called the World Parrot Trust, and their goal is to breed these blue-throated macaws so that we can release them out to meet up with that smaller wild population, to boost up their numbers, to save critically endangered species, and skies that look a little bit like this.
Buddy, do you see that?
Yeah!
Oh my god!
Absolutely incredible. And it's definitely a site worth protecting out in wild places. We have so many species of macaws coming out here to join us right now. Looks like we actually have a couple of blue-throated macaws right up in that tree over in the lemur exhibit. Hopefully they'll come down and land on the roots of the tree of life with us. I also look to point out right over here behind me this smaller green bird. This is Holly. She's a red-fronted macaw, another critically endangered species of macaw. But it does sound like as quickly as these birds came in, they're about ready to take off on their next adventure. So get your phones and cameras up and watch as these birds take flight.
That was cool. I've never seen those before. That was really cool. I guess that happens all the time here. Ready to go to the tree or whatever? Or the train? Ready?
But if you did enjoy our experience and would like to see even more birds, go check out the Feathered Friends in Flight show right over in Asia. Their live show is going to be starting at 3:30.
All right.
Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.
He's only 5 weeks old. That's what that guy just said. Safaris. This is really cool, huh? Whoa!
Halfway, they said. This is the safari. We'll do the train after. I'm pushing Tyler.
So last year, whenever we did this, we came like right at the end of the day, like right before the park closed. So the animals were kind of resting. They were just down. They were done for the whole day. So I'm hoping, because it's only like 3:30 right now, that we get a much better. Oh man, because last year we saw all sorts of things out there. The safari is so much fun. I'm actually really excited right now. Even just waiting in this, I love. I mean, there's plenty of videos around where you can see like how everything looks. It's really just for like me and my family. But I love Animal Kingdom. I think it's really underrated. She's over here just wrecking. I think Animal Kingdom is really underrated, to be honest. You get a good mix of like Disney with all the animals. Like those, what were those parrot things called? Macaws? Macaws. Ah, what are they?
No, they're called.
Those things were freaking awesome, dude. They were just like flying like 2 feet off of everyone's head. It's crazy. I don't know what I really saw on camera, but it's crazy how Disney just like never, they don't, no details left on detailed.
Welcome to Kilimanjaro Safaris. In order to keep your wait time to a minimum, we ask that you please keep your group together. Keep up with the party running and fill in all the available space. It is not necessary for a single pile on. If you are traveling with a stroller, please have children and valuables unloaded before you reach our stroller running area. If you are traveling with someone in a scooter or wheelchair, please have this person lead your party to your line. This will help your wait time to a minimum. Once again,
Starting to get good at that.
keep up with the party.
Going backwards while I record.
Once on board your safari transport, please seat with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside, and remember to order the children. Your first will be arriving shortly. Enjoy your
You guys ready for the? Safari?
Hello everybody, my name is Anthony. Just as self as you are. I will be your safari guide for the next 2 whole weeks. You're gonna have so much fun, it's gonna feel like 20 minutes. We won't see all of those animals because that guide has not been updated since 1998, which was before your driver was even born. Don't think about that too much though. On the right is my friendly Okapi, which looks like they might be part of the zebra family due to those zebra-like legs. Believe it or not, that is the only known relative of the giraffe. Unlike the white rhinos, black rhinos like to hang out by themselves. White rhinos like to hang out in groups. And a group of rhinos is called a crash.
All the animals are coming out this time because of the rain. It's not
On the
hot.
left, these are my friends the bongos, which are known as the ghost of the forest because they are very rarely seen. Those white stripes allow them to hide behind trees and bushes. And the swords allow them to not get stuck on anything as they run through the forest. Now out here to the left is a greater kudu, which can reach 55 inches tall. Males will have horns, females will not, so that one is a female. Now we had great luck in the little Aturi forest. We laughed, we cried, we got wet, and we even saw some animals who would have never thought. Let's go hang out in the Safi River, where we will hopefully find some more aquatic animals. Nile crocodile, which are going to reach about 20 feet long. When it's super hot outside, they're going to have their mouths open to help cool themselves off. They will even roll their eggs around in their mouth to encourage incubation. We're about to head on into the savannah, which is a lot more wide open, which will hopefully provide us with some up close and clear views of these animals.
Can't see anything.
Want me to watch your phone off? That's phone, and yeah, I checked that screen already.
Now usually you can see all the way.
Oh God, it's running sideways.
This room's sideways.
It's running sideways. Oh my God, look at my glasses. Oh my God, look at my neck. Oh God, I can't even see anything. Look at where Give me more.
Rock and roller coaster can reach 60 miles an hour. Although they can reach that speed very quickly, they can only maintain it for a couple hundred yards. And a group of cheetahs is called a coalition. There's another one up here as well to your left.
I am a cheetah.
Gets darker as he matures. She's remained seated back there. That main's also going to help protect his neck and head. Males are going to stay at home with the cub, while females will go out in groups and hunt. There's a perfect picture for you guys. Usually they're pretty hidden. Now a lion's roar is very loud and very contagious. If one lion were to roar, every other lion would start to roar. Just like how if someone in this truck were to yawn, everybody else would start to yawn. Now the roar is so loud that you can hear. Now down on the ground to your right, these are ostrich eggs. Each of those eggs weigh 3 pounds and are equivalent to 24 chicken eggs. If you were to stand on an ostrich egg, they would not crack or break. They're very durable eggs. Now once we go down this winding road, that does unfortunately mean that we are nearing the end of our adventure out here in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Hopefully bringing you closer than ever to these beautiful animals. We'll encourage you to go back home and tell your friends and family about what you learned and what you saw. When I was 7, I rode the safari for my first time. And then I rode it again and again and again. And each time it was a much different experience. I actually loved it so much that I said, you know what, Mom and Dad, I am leaving Virginia Beach. I'm coming all the way here to become a safari driver. But first I'm going to spend 9 long months in Epcot pouring beer after beer after beer. I want you guys...
Ready, guys?
Oh,
They're fire trucks.
How do you know it's a fire truck? Because he knows not a police car, an ambulance.
Ambulance.
Because it's not.
He knows all about.